Okay, so now you've watched the video, you're anxious to get started, and this is how we go to the wallpaper store and put an order in for wallpaper. First, we take the size of the wall that we're going to be working on. So take this to be the baseboard or the floor, and this to be the ceiling line where the ceiling comes, or where crown molding or any kind of molding comes. And then we measure from that down. So we measure the height of that, and to keep things simple, we'll say that the height of the wall is 8 feet. Now, we're going to do this quite simply so that it's easy for you to follow. We take and we draw the size of the room. We keep it square, like so. Now, this room has a door here, and a window here. Now, we take the height being 8 feet, and we put the 8 feet right here in the middle. So that's the height, 8 high. Now, to keep it simple, we're going to make each wall 10 feet. So we go 10 feet here, 10 feet here, 10 feet, and 10 feet. So that would mean that we have a height, or we have running feet, we have 40 running feet. So the room, as you go around the room, is 40 feet in circumference. So you take the 40 feet, and you multiply it by the height of the room, 8. So that gives you 320 square feet. Now, I never take out the excess for doors and for windows. I don't take them out because at the end of a job, I always want to have a little excess left over so that if there's ever any damage, we have some paper left over to repair it with, and it's from the same die lot. Wallpapers come in die lots, so many times you can buy the same wallpaper in the same tonal quality that you previously had, but if it is not from the same die lot, it will probably not match perfectly the paper that you have up. So what I also do, and it's a rule in hand, I always want to have 1 roll or a roll and a half left over. I usually add 20%. So I just take this figure and I add my 20%, which in this case would be 65. You can add 10%, which would be 32 if you want, but again, I like to have a roll and a half or so left over when I'm done. And then I add this to it. When I go to the wallpaper store, I'm going to tell them that I want to have rolls of paper, 300 that come to 385 square feet. Now, not quite as good as the UPS guy on television, but we're giving it a shot here. So I have 385 square feet, and I want to take that to the wallpaper store. Now, most pre-pasted papers run 20.5 inches wide by 33 feet or 11 yards. And that will come out to approximately 58 or 60, let's say 60 square feet. That's just will be in that one double roll. So then you go 60 square feet for that one double roll, and you divide it into 385. So that gives you 420. If you do 7 rolls, that'll be 420 square feet. 6 rolls will give you 360 square feet, which you'll probably get away with, but you won't have anything left over. And if you make a mistake with a panel or something, you want to be able to not have to use that mistake and have some fresh stock that you can start again and do it so that the whole job turns out right. So do get more. Add the 20% onto the square footage, which gives you 65 here, and then gives you another figure of square footage, 385 square feet. Get that so that you have enough extra that you don't have to worry about it.